Learning Through the Lens of the Child series is a professional learning cohort designed to help early childhood educators shift their perspective from focusing primarily on what they do as a teacher to understanding what the child is experiencing.
Typical approaches in early childhood education focus on what the teacher should do, but it doesn't go so far as to prompt reflection around what the child is actually experiencing. When I first started drafting the idea of the lens of the child, it was really to think about bridging that gap.
The series centers on the 6 essential child experiences and helps educators explore how their environments, interactions, and learning opportunities shape those experiences for children from birth through grade 3. The first essential child experience is personal relevance, learning that is connected to the child's own experiences and interests. Next is language-rich communication. Children engage in speaking, listening, reading, and writing to communicate ideas. Cognitive challenge encourages children to think critically, solve problems, and apply reasoning. Through collaboration among peers, each child experiences learning through intentional interaction with peers. The next experience is child decision-making and planning, encouraging children to make choices, set goals, and plan their learning. Finally, child-initiated innovation and exploration engages children in imaginative thinking and hands-on exploration.
I really think the lens of the child is important because it's already things that teachers and educators are already doing. But to also just hone in on what exactly that is, looking at the research, looking at the practices, looking at everything, I think it's important that we're giving our children their best chance.
I'm always looking for new opportunities to learn different ways and different ideas. And it's easy to get stagnant, so it's great to get around new people and learn new concepts, new ideas, and meet awesome people in the process from different centers, in-home, daycare. It's amazing.
So rather than simply hearing about strategies, participants actively experience the concepts. They reflect on them, and then they apply them in their real classroom settings with the children that they serve.
I discovered that there is so much more nuance when working with young children that you don't necessarily learn from a classroom setting. Going through this program, it was really awesome to see new ways of thinking about the same exact lessons that I've been teaching now for 2 years, but putting them through a different lens, through the lens of the young child, makes them more impactful and more meaningful.
I think that looking at things through the lens of a child, it helps to understand them more. And to get down on their level, to see things the way they see them, it just makes things more valuable when it comes to teaching, it comes to explaining things to their families.
The lens of the child is really designed to prompt teacher reflection. It's really to add a few more questions into your repertoire, right? Like, what did children actually experience?
I think it's interesting to look at the framing through the child's lens, because as an adult you see all the things and you see A, B, and C that they should be doing, but when you look at what they're doing and how they're learning, they might have a completely different approach to learning that you never thought about.
So at the heart of the lens of the child is that it reminds us that teaching is not only about delivering instruction, it is really about understanding and shaping children's experiences. So when educators are really consistently asking, what is this child experiencing? They really gain powerful insight into how to support each child's growth, curiosity, and sense of belonging in the classroom. And that leads to lifelong learning and success, helping the child be their best self.
By helping educators deeply understand children's experiences and intentionally design environments that support them, we can make a difference for both educators and for the children that they serve. This really is applicable to everybody who engages in any way with any child. And so if everyone around that child can find meaningful ways to connect with that child and enhance these experiences that they have with them every day, it just builds a better environment and greater learning and development for that child.